What's up, team? It is October 8th, and this is your staff video update. Today is Clergy Appreciation Day. Did you know that? Yeah, Pastoral Appreciation Month. But for all of you who are pastors, and those of you that aren't pastors but you're on staff, especially in light of the 30 year and all of the things that we got to experience, I just want you to know I'm really thankful for you. Lauren and I talked about, and I think she posted really well on social media, just a little synopsis of how we feel coming out of the 30 year, a whole bunch of different excitement and emotions and fun reflecting and really humbled by what we get to be a part of. And, I'm thankful for the ways that our family was, celebrated, super encouraging. That's really cool. And there's a part of it, if you watched my app video, that feels awkward because the truth is we couldn't do what we do without you. And we love working alongside of each of you, and thankful that you've said yes to being on this team in order to move the mission and vision forward. And so I do appreciate you a ton. Thanks for stepping into the adventure with us. One of the things that we're going to be talking about this weekend is the life-changing devotion that the First Century Church had. Next week, we are going to talk about the world-changing action that devotion led to. And so it's going to provide some, I think, helpful next steps, clarifying next steps on for people who are like, okay, where do I need to grow deeper, and where do I need to extend or live or contribute more in order to see the world turned upside down. And so I'm excited to see all of that come together. But I was talking with Josh Brossi the other day, and I think an opportunity that I don't want you to miss. In fact, I hope you take a little bit of time to just prayerfully think about this, is in hearing the 30 year and in thinking about the message that we gave and that final prayer that really Andy Rechtenwald introduced a month or two ago, that we brought back again. It's the God, our answer is yes. What's your invitation? If people are praying that prayer, don't hold back invites for them to step up in their leadership, for them to join your dream team. God's going to use you as a messenger. He's going to use your dream team, your key leaders, to influence others, because I think there's a whole bunch of people going, God, where do you want to use me? Where is there a need? And if we're not careful, we will hold on to some of the tasks, roles, things that, because it's part of our job, and it is a part, there are parts of our job that we are responsible for, but we'll hold on to a lot. We'll be tired all the time, and we end up undercutting some of the growth and work that other people want to do. And so just be prayerful about inviting other people. Grow your team in this season and invite them to prayerfully consider being a little bit more involved in the work that God is doing in whatever it is that you're involved in. Let's not hold back, because otherwise the next 6 months you're going to be exhausted, and we are going to miss the stewardship opportunity of helping someone else take a next step. Now, if somebody's plate is full, I'm not saying circle back to the same person that you're asking to do all the things that you know what I mean? We need to have our eyes and ears open to the people we see in the lobby and go, hey, would you consider helping move this thing forward, or understanding their working genius, their personality? That's a great, if they've been through growth track, look at their spiritual gifts, look at their temperament, and try to think about the different things that or someone is doing that they are really designed to carry. Be intentional about that. Let's not hold spiritual growth, spiritual contribution opportunities to the sideline for the people that God's bringing us to bring a little help and hope. One quick story for this. All of the interns, we sat through a Working Genius presentation, and all of this year's interns have tenacity as one of their working geniuses. And one of the coaches that was speaking into the interns and talking through Working Genius, looked at the group and said, hey, your church is experiencing a lot of growth, and look at who God brought to help finish the work, complete the tasks, bring it to the finish line. And I for me, it was kind of fun to hear that, to see how God's providing the right people to do some of the right things at the right time, the right way. That's how God works. And so please be prayerful about that. Let's not leave opportunities on the table. The second thing that I want to share with you in line with the 30 year was what I heard Chris Bainey say about the Findlay campus this weekend. He was talking through what it felt like, and he wasn't sure what kind of crowd they were going to have this last weekend. And he was talking to Josh and I about it. He's like, at first I thought, man, we probably had 1,100, 1,200 people, which is a good crowd. It's probably a little bit more than they normally had. And he said when he saw the number 1,400 at Findlay, what struck him is that 1,400 a year ago at the movies felt like chaos. 1,400 yesterday felt manageable, felt easy, like they could do that. Which for some of you campuses who are at 3 services, or maybe it felt a little crazy, think about Findlay in the last 12 months. I mean, even 1,400 at Easter for Findlay and for some of us felt like chaos. And now look at how 1,400 feels. It's like I walked out at the 10 and I'm like, man, that room was full. And the truth is we still have room to grow. And we're stepping into an outreach season, a season where we are intentionally reaching out to unchurched people through Halloween weekend, through At the Movies, through Savannah Bananas. Yes, we want to help everyone's faith grow, but these next couple of months are intentional outreach opportunities for us. We want to make sure that everyone's leaning in and seeing that opportunity to reach those who God's put in our neighborhoods and in our workplaces and in our families to prayerfully invite. Doesn't mean they're all going to say yes, but let's steward this opportunity well. All right? Love you guys. Can't wait to see you at staff meeting, and have a great weekend.